It is Colts at Jaguars. Here it is December 7th, and this is a light
It's the
rain
NFL on
in
EA Sports.
Jacksonville. You may be asking, why are you on Jacksonville? Well, let's just say, Anthony Richardson's injured. Mac Jones is ill. So yeah, so what's that? So this guy going. Yeah, put this in Super Saiyan. No, that's how I went. Controller select. And bring this in the middle. Have a great game, Jacksonville. Wait, no, not do that yet. Okay, we gotta do this play real
There's the
quick.
former Utah Ute Matt Gay to get this one started. And off we go from Jacksonville. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safe.
Suck it, Jacksonville!
Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
And now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Now it's Richardson. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 5. Richardson out of the shotgun. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now Richardson. Forced out to his left. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Richardson looking to throw this. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Third and 8. Here's Richardson to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off, didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Richardson. Flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on about this earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gay knocks this one through. So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 18 more yards there and another 1st down. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play call is working very well for them right now.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9. Another tote for Etienne. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. They'll throw here. Beathard. He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. And they'll run with Etienne. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Back to throw Beathard. Touchdown! Evan Ingram. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead is now 2. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Back to throw. Richardson. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
No shortage of impressive moments for him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. From the shotgun, Richardson. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. This will be fielded at the 17. Shoves him aside. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. And now out come the Jags. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly, but that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Parker Washington. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. To throw is Beathard. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Beathard. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. We ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's Beathard to throw. And he's got it. It's Thomas for a Jacksonville touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes this a 9-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And the Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Colts going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Trayvon Walker able to drop him for a loss of a couple. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Richardson looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Pressure comes, and the Jags block it. It's picked up, and this is a live ball, remember. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
They're going to try and run. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Richardson throwing to start the drive. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the 3rd quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a 1st down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Richardson is going to keep it running right. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Richardson will keep it once again. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, Most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Richardson working from the gun. Flush to his right. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now ETN to start the drive. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Dio Dangbo there to make the play defensively. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now Beathard. Thomas brings it in. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Draw play, ETN. A nice little juke. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Here's Beathard to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Beathard. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end, not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. Julian Blackman bringing him down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On second down, ETN once more. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Back to throw now on first down. Thomas has got it, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A nice effort and an even nicer stop from Kwity Paye.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's Thomas for a Jacksonville touchdown. Brian Thomas with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Point after here coming up. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now it's Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
The toss here completed to Pittman. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout. and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
He'll drop this down to Taylor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Partner, normally double coverage is reserved for receivers and tight ends, but this time they actually targeted the running back with it, and it still wasn't enough. He attacked the defense and got in a great position to haul in the catch and get a nice gain out of it.
Now Richardson. Now Hillis. And he can't find a receiver.
There's nothing I can do to help the Colts.
Trayvon Walker picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaching,
Only Hail Marys out here.
you got to earn the right to rush the passer, and they put themselves in a great spot with this.
I literally put their backup QB in.
Got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Richardson looking to throw this.
Is he still in or is he back? Options, control, select. If their backup QB is kicking this,
Brought down at the 45-yard line. The decision to
there's nothing I can do.
gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
This is their third string QB.
And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful. And now they
Should have got Travis
very
Etienne.
long. And they'll go again with Etienne. And incomplete here. So a little razzle-dazzle on that one. But they couldn't hook
Incomplete.
up this third down.
That was a backwards
Tough
pass.
spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So, and from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is caught. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
I got him.
Here's Richardson to throw. Jaguar
You should have gone wide open and get sacked. There's nothing I can do to help these Colts.
As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Flag comes in. This
Free
might
play?
be a free play.
Come on, do it. Get sacked again.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it.
Yo!
Well, that play was certainly
Oh
a little
my.
bit different because on the previous play,
That
he was
we
sacked.
lost.
This time, protection a lot better, had time to survey the field, and still couldn't find an open receiver.
And that's caught inside the 35.
Okay.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
I went outside the knife for 2 seconds. I got a bug bite.
Complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Richardson out of the shotgun.
Don't do it.
Pass complete downfield.
Nice.
Pierce. Touchdown.
Okay.
Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, 34 yards. And the Colts are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
Probably an onside kick.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Jaguars. And that should just about do it. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that flag accepted. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Let's go now.
Richardson. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it.
Gonna get everybody going that way.
Go out right near the 35-yard line. Here's 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Richardson. Under pressure.
I'm leaving guys wide open, and he still can't do anything.
36. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Pull back.
Dancing to his left.
There's nothing I can do anymore.
Shy of the 25 here at the 26.
They're too bad. The Colts are that bad.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Richardson to throw it.
I'm trying to pull back. I literally can't switch that guy in time. Pull out.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Now Richardson. One last shot at the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all.
Yeah, it's literally over.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8.
16 to 0.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting.